All right, let me try and answer this while you, so to speak, look over my shoulder. So I'm going to look at the codes here. Let me just grab the answer so I can do some color coding. And the way that you attack a question is you want to look for patterns in the answer. So right off, I'm seeing 15004 in all four answers. So I'm going to just make that a different color so I know that we've already looked at it. Because I can't highlight with this one. All right. So we know that they have that. Then I see this 15005, 005, 005, 005. I just see one unit here. I see 16 units here, and I see two that have 7. So I think that's a good one to look up for my trying to throw out wrong answers, 2 of the 4. So I am going to grab that code, and I'm going to use my Find a Coder program. And you can find out about this by going codingcertification.org/findacode. Let me pop that in. And I do have CPT checked. Okay. So this is surgical prep or creation of recipient site by excision of open wounds. All right, and this is the add-on code, each additional 100 square centimeters. I can use this little icon here to look at it like in a book view. So here's our 15004, which is the first 100 square centimeters. So we have to go in the report and figure out how many square centimeters are we talking about, because we can report anything over 100, use this add-on code. All right, so let me go back to my note here. So due to the extent of the patient's burns and lack of sufficient donor sites, his full thickness burns will be excised and covered with a xenograft, and a split thickness skin biopsy will be harvested for prep. A total of 500 square centimeters in this area received full thickness burns. Attention was turned to the trunk for a total of 950 square centimeters. Okay, so far we've got 750. Up here, this was face, neck, and scalp. That was 500. Attention was then turned to arms and legs for 725. Attention turned to the hands and feet for 300. Poor guy. All right, so going to back to our prep code here. This bubble here, or grouping, is for the face, scalp, eyelids, mouth, neck, ears, orbits, genitalia, hand, and feet. All right, so we need to add everything up from those locations. So that would be this face one. Hands and feet, that would be this one. Okay. So we have a total of 800. So that's going to be 1 unit and 7 units, which my spidey sense was saying it was C or D because I saw 2 of this one. Okay, so right now I'm going to cross off A. I don't know if I can do that with this. Yes, I can. And I'm going to cross off B because we've just eliminated that. We know, according to this report, that we need to have the this pattern here. Okay, so let me just highlight that in that color. This coloring is not working out how I had hoped. Make it a little brighter there. Okay, so now we need to turn our attention to the other. Well, look, we have 15002 and 003 times 16. So actually, we don't need to look it up because it's already done for us. They match. So that's not something we need to go look up and confirm. We're looking for differences. Let's see. So let me see what 15040 is. That one's just kind of hanging out by itself. All right, so this is harvest skin graft for tissue cultured autograft. Did we have an autograft? I don't think so. We had a xenograft. Let me just make sure. Oh, and a split thickness. Oh, no, that's a skin biopsy will be harvested for autologous grafts in the coming weeks. Okay, so they did. They harvested for prep of autologous grafts to be applied in the coming weeks. And that's what this is. It's harvesting. So we do need 15040. So right now, if I was taking the exam, I would stop and I would say the answer is C. I'm going to cross off D and go with answer C. And it is. Okay. So let's see the questions. But can you please tell me why they coded the lesser areas first? Well, don't get hung up on the sequencing for these exams. You want to just figure out which ones have the correct answers. It's not really asking you about sequencing, but you would, in the real world, sequence based on higher RVU. You'd want them to go first. Okay? Hope that helps.